Hi guys, I'm Lillian.
And I'm Felipe.
We are the Postmodern family.
We are Americans living in the UK, living a traditional life.
We make 3 new videos a week, so we encourage you to subscribe to our channel.
Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
This is a list of the mistakes we made when we first arrived to the UK.
Number 1, going to a baptism and assuming that the parents who are getting their baby baptized are Christian.
Number 2, leaving the tea bag in when serving tea to a guest.
Number 3, assuming that a US driver's license allows you to drive in the UK indefinitely. Turns out it's only for a year.
The 4th mistake that we've made when we first moved to the UK is we did not know about the break clause in the lease. So the lease that we actually ended up signing did not have a break clause, which meant we couldn't get out of it sooner than later, than the whole term.
Number 5, assuming that our credit history in the US would follow us to the UK and we could get credit immediately. Wrong.
Number 6, I for some reason assumed that clothing sizes would be the same, but I guess we're a little bit closer to Europe and we have different clothing sizes in the UK than the US.
Coming over and thinking, okay, this country operates in metric, so we'll just do metric 100%, but actually it's a mixed bag. There's miles being used. There are Fahrenheit when it gets too hot. It's just a weird combination. Well, weird is a weird word. Apparently you guys find offensive. So I'll just say peculiar to switch units, apparently on a whim.
Number 8 is that we assumed that when 2 adults have children together that they're actually married or planning on getting married. But I guess it's very common here to cohabitate and not get married even though you have children.
Number 9 is assuming that people in the service industry, customer service industry, whether at department stores or petrol stations or on the phone, assume that they knew where things are in their own store. So if you ask, where is this, that they would know aisle 5 or aisle 6 and would be happy to help. But oftentimes people are like, I don't know. And that would be the end.
Number 10 is that we assumed that if people picked on you or made fun of you, that they didn't like you. But in fact, it's the opposite.
Number 11 is that you needed to be aggressive on the road, just like you need to be aggressive in most parts of the U.S., like Miami, where I'm from, or New York City. But no, you're not aggressive. You shouldn't be aggressive. It's very impolite to be aggressive here.
What do you think was your most embarrassing mistake?
I think it was the assuming Christian thing.
Yeah. I guess, I don't know if it's just that we're really strange Americans to begin with.
That it probably happens in the U.S. too.
Yeah.
And we're just not privy to it.
But it's just so different here. And a lot of people do call themselves Christians here, but they don't go to church regularly. Yeah. But in America, I think people wouldn't call themselves Christian. Right?
Yeah.
They would just be like, oh yeah, I went to church growing up, and that's it. I think for me, I didn't realize the whole metric and imperial measure until recently. I just assumed everything was metric. But in fact, over the phone and stuff, when I was doing this whole house thing and telling them measurements, a lot of them would be like, what is that in inches? And I was thinking, aren't they all over into like the centimeters and millimeters, whatever? But no, they're not. A lot
Some
of them
vendors here were asking you of inches.
in inches, yes. They were like, they said, I haven't switched over yet. It must have been an older person. They were like, I haven't switched over yet to the metric system. It must be very old then, huh?
I don't know. There are 2 kinds of countries when it comes to systems, metric versus English.
Imperial
English, same thing. There's those who have landed a man on the moon and those who haven't.
So you can only land on the moon if you use Imperial?
You can only land a man on the moon if you use Imperial. So far, that is the case. China just landed a robot thing, and I think they use metric. But
Hey,
no,
some
no,
people think that we never landed on the moon, and it was all staged.
they do.
Some people also believe the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
Flat earthers.
And some people believe God doesn't exist.
Thanks for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't get offended. We have some t-shirts on sale.
Buy them and become a patron at patreon.com/thepostmodern family.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.